armatori sono clienti.
Owners are very demanding customers. They can have good reason to be. They spend a lot of money and want the best. But often it's not enough to make quality boats. We must also create the right model.
Mi spiego. Taluni spesso sono incerti tra.
Let me explain. Some owners are unsure if they prefer a flying bridge or a coupe. And so Cranchi, to please everyone, has created two almost identical models. Both are 52 feet. One flying bridge and the other, oh no, this is not merely a coupe.
Si chiama E52.
It is called the E52 and it offers the possibility to mount a sport bridge upon the deckhouse.
Certo, questo ponte non è grande.
Sure, this bridge is not as big as the flying bridge of the E52F, but the fact that it is smaller brings some advantages.
Qualcuno si chiederà perché abbiano realizzato questa zona.
Some will ask why they made it this area. Well, from here you can enjoy the best view. You can see the sea better. It remains breezy and you can get a tan. This sport bridge, above all, has a little more of a coupe and has no disadvantages of a fly.
Sappiamo bene che sulle barche è importante tenere il baricentro più basso possibile.
We know well that on a boat it is important to keep the lowest possible centre of gravity, so it is crucial to make a small upper deck with a few fittings. Just think that it weighs 350 pounds less than the flying bridge of Cranchi's equivalent model. And also, because of a flying bridge, there can be, well, let's say 6 people, and here are just 2. Another 350 pounds less weight and higher, and this is important. Cranchi's high level of engineering, that is, the process that defines the method of construction, allows the realisation of a quality boat at favourable costs. This has always been one of their strengths, but this yacht is also the beginning of a new phase. Nothing extravagant, but a step forward because the style, design and the more evolved, more cared for than in the past. It is on this path that new projects ranging from 50 feet all the way to 24 metres are also being developed, a path outlined by designer Christian Grande.
Quassù si sta benissimo. Pensate che I miei piedi.
Up here you feel great. You think my feet are on a platform that is 2 metres higher than the deck. And this brings advantages because you dominate the sea. By being higher, you can see further. Not only that, I can also see the water surrounding the boat even better. That's a good reason for having this mini fly, but it's not the only reason.
Da quassù si può.
From up here, you can sunbathe without being seen.
Scendendo nella timoneria interna scopriamo che il parabrezza è ininterrotto, senza montanti, per una visuale completa.
Going down in the wheelhouse, we find that the windshield is uninterrupted, without any mountings, for a full view. We can catch the breeze from here, opening the sunroof, and we can go outside thanks to this door. But not only that, they put the joystick on the chair arm, so it can be manoeuvred also from the walkway, to better control the berthing at the dock.
Questo per me è il
This to me is the most beautiful place of the yacht, the sofa in front of the windshield. But I might change my mind.
Anche questo è un posto bellissimo, il divano.
This is also a beautiful place. They have shaped the sofa in an ideal way. Here's the sun. There, the ice maker is close at hand. But
No,
the most beautiful place of the boat is this. I take the controls.
fino adesso siamo andati a lento moto, ma ora.
Until now, we went in slow motion, but now is the time to try sailing. Yes, but where is the helm? There's the joystick.
Cranchi E52
The Cranchi E52 uses the latest generation engines, Volvo Penta D8 7700cc and up to 600 horsepower.
Cranchi propone però questa imbarcazione anche con una potenza leggermente inferiore.
Cranchi, however, offers this boat even with a slightly lower 550 horses. Well, let's lower the flap, give gas and carry on planing. It's a bit breezy, eh? The temperature is not ideal for being out. However, the sea in these days is gorgeous and worth being out here to enjoy it, even if it's not summer. The hull enters planing at about 12 knots. I completely lowered the flaps. It is the best condition, not because of the view that from up here is great, but rather to get a better balance, a better hull attitude. It's called Sport, and actually, when resting the hand on the throttle, it's sporty.
Quando si scelgono le velocità di un'imbarcazione, bisogna tenere conto di diversi fattori, le condizioni del mare, del vento, ma anche...
When you choose the speed of a boat, well, you have to consider several factors, sea conditions and wind, but also the crew, the people you have on board, to always give them a comfortable experience. And this is a nice cruising speed. At least with waves like this, rather low and choppy, no more than 50 centimetres, 20 knots, you are surfing really well.
La sensazione più strana è quella che non ho la possibilità di
The strangest feeling is that I don't have the chance to steer the boat as I usually do. That is, with the rudder, as we all usually do. Here's the joystick.
Guardate.
Look at it. Right, and the boat veers to the right. What a response.
Se appoggiate le dita dolcemente,
If you rest your fingers gently, the angle of turn is mild, progressive, sweet. But if you give it a good slap to clench the joystick, that tightens the turn a lot. Oh, what a feeling!
Ci facciamo una rotazione completa, un 300.
We do a full rotation, 360 degrees, so we can also try to understand how pleasant it is during a turn.
L'evoluzione non è molto stretta.
The turn is not too tight. They made sure that the steering angle is not too excessive, in order not to overdo it with the angle of skid.
Adesso riprendiamo la nostra.
Now we resume our course and bring it up to speed.
Ecco fatto. Lascio andare il joystick e la barca.
There we go. I let go of the joystick and the boat comes back on course. Fantastic. Delightful.
Con la massima potenza, con I motori da 600 cavalli...
At maximum power with the 600 horsepower engines, the boat comes to touch the 32 knots maximum speed. While with 550s, the maximum speed of this E52 is 30 knots. 2 knots difference with 100 horses. Yeah, you know what the difference is in cost. It goes from €781,660 to €813,000.
In pratica, quei 2 nodi costano 30.000.
Basically, those 2 knots cost about €30,000. So if you see someone with an identical boat that is overtaking you, it is because you have chosen the least powerful and he has spent €30,000 more.
Che sia bella e divertente da guidare.
That it is both beautiful and fun to drive, we have seen, but now we must go and look in the cabins to understand what the living area is like, how comfortable, and also how elegant it is. This cabin showcases the evolution of the Cranchi product. The style is changed. It is more modern, but not excessively so. A few centimetres less on the furnishings and more space to make the airy environment. The colours of the wood, the fabrics, the lighting, the finishing of the frames around the furniture, the lightness of the vanity area, everything is different. The bathroom is toward the exit of the cabin, and here you notice new materials. The bow of it fascinates due to the geometry of its decorations. The many light fixtures make the environment feel larger. This decoration, in reality, is also a useful handrail and can also serve as storage.
Su questo modello ci sono...
On this model, there are more complex workings than usual. For example, look at the bulkhead and doors. If they were all the same colour, it would be economic but trivial. However, they've added these decorations. Aesthetically, it's worth it. The bathroom of the VIP is shared with the third cabin and has twin beds and brings the total number of beds to 6, excluding the sailor whose accommodation is aft. Back on the main deck, the living room is at the centre of the deck house. With all these seats, no one will be left standing.
La cucina è
The kitchen is next to the glass door that opens in this way. As we saw below deck, here the furniture is also trimmed with beautiful frames, and there is a particular emphasis on the use of so many containers. They have tended to the elegance of the furniture, but also the convenience, as in the case of this additional surface that serves as a coffee table without cluttering. The totem seems a bit too sharp to me. When the boat rolls, be sure to keep away from it, although I must say that it is rather nice. Cranchi then has the obsession to take advantage of every space. Well done.
Il Cranchi E52 è una barca conveniente, considerate...
The Cranchi E52 is a convenient boat, considering its size and its arrangement. But what has most piqued my interest is the sport bridge, but it is optional. I'll settle for that.